Welcome to Tutorial 4, Search Tips. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use the abstract and subject headings to judge how useful articles will be, how to get the citation for the articles, and the benefits of the email function. First, I'll start with the subject headings. The subject headings tell you what the main focus of the article is, and if you are having problems finding enough articles using a search term, look at the articles that will work for you for other possible search terms. For example, if global warming hadn't brought up hundreds of articles originally, I might notice that the subject heading, climatic changes, comes up a few times, and I could do another search using climatic changes instead of global warming. You could also use this as a way to look for terms you can combine, such as global warming and government policy. Subject terms not only give you an idea of what an article is about, but also what other terms could be useful for searching. A list of subject headings is fine for a start when it comes to deciding if an article is what you need, but there is another tool you can use. Look for the magnifying glass symbol. If you hover your mouse over it, it will bring up a mini window that gives you an abstract. An abstract is a brief summary of the article, and it will give you a better overall idea of what the article is about. Again, you can keep your eyes open for any words found in the summary that might also help you with a new search if you need it. Once you know you want the article, if the full text isn't available, copy and paste the entry into a Word document and print it out. Or print out the page and circle the article or articles that don't have full text attached. Then take the printout to a librarian, and we can ask other libraries to send us a copy of the article or articles you want. We can almost always get a PDF copy of the article, which we will then email to you. Be sure to leave your email address with the librarian or write it on top of the printout. Because we're asking other libraries for this information, it may take a few days, and so it's a good idea to start your research process early. You never know what problems you may encounter or how much full text is available through our resources on your topic, so give yourself plenty of time. If the full text is available, you'll see either a PDF or an HTML link below the article information, and sometimes you'll see both. Both have advantages and disadvantages. HTML looks like someone typed in the information. Pictures, graphs, charts, and other images won't be included. But EBSCO has an embedded audio file that will read the article to you. So if you have visual problems or prefer to learn by listening, the HTML version may be the better way to go. PDFs are scanned versions of the articles, so any of those pictures, graphs, and charts will be there. But unless your computer has a reader, it won't have the audio capabilities. Both can be emailed to you, though the email doesn't include the audio. It does, however, provide a direct link back to the article, so you will always have a way to return to the HTML article in the EBSCO database, where the audio will be waiting. Both MLA and APA citations can be emailed as well, so email is a particularly good way to save yourself time, effort, and stress. If you print an article and lose it, but don't email the link to yourself, you'll have to do the search all over again to find it. To email the article, simply go to the envelope icon and click on it. This will open a box at the top of your screen. Here's where you can type in an email address. You can even do more than one if you want to separate them with a semicolon. And you can type in a subject, which is good if you're researching more than one topic at a time and you want to keep them straight. You have a comment box. Here you can be a little more specific. And here you can decide what you want to send as an attachment. You can send the HTML or the PDF or both. This is the citation format, and it allows you to send the APA or the MLA citation style through the email. I'm going to do APA. Once you've filled out this, you can click Send and Continue, and then you can go to your email. There may be a bit of a delay, but it's usually pretty quick, as you can see. The email here there's the citation, there's the link back to the original article where your HTML and your listen button will be. Here is the PDF attachment, and at the bottom is the HTML. So you can see this is a good way to get the information and keep the information, so in case something happens, you don't lose it completely. If you're in a rush for the citation, there is a slightly faster way to do it with copy and paste, but you won't get the link or the full text, and if you lose the copy, you'll have to do the search again to get it back. The piece of paper icon, right under the file folder icon, brings up a box at the top with the citations in APA or MLA format. You can copy and paste this right into a Word document. We suggest that no matter which way you do it, at all times you should check your citations for accuracy, whether you email it or copy and paste. The information is often correct, but the double spacing and indentation isn't, or there may be a word or two misspelled. These are the most useful functions of the EBSCO databases, and if you've gone through all 4 modules successfully, you're doing well. You should have all the tools you need for a keyword search in EBSCO. The next module is mainly going to be useful for nursing students, as it looks at medical subject headings, MESH for short. Using MESH, you can get very specific results. I hope you have found these tutorials and the accompanying materials useful, and I hope you feel more confident asking a librarian for help.